funny up here on the keyboard that I don't know about. Huh. I can't understand all that. What the hell is it?
What did she do?
I don't know. She clicks on this corner thing and gets the most current ones or something.
Oh, yeah, sort by newest.
Sort by newest.
Drop that, then you click newest. It gives you the new
Right.
comments and any pictures that go.
Does that give you the comments that people have made down here?
Yeah, but also if there are any pictures that they posted that didn't come up, that'll bring them up.
Look at all the blue lines. Any rate, okay, so we'll deal with that later. Okay, we don't have very much excitement to do today, but we have one letter, which I'm going to read to everybody anyway, because it really, that's for Uncle Annie. That's for Uncle Annie.
They continue to count.
They do. We're going to go see her next Tuesday-ish.
Yes.
Next Tuesday-ish.
So she's going home through chat.
Yes, she is going home. We'll find her. I don't know where her home is. Down there somewhere.
That's very good.
Sometimes it does that. Okay. In memory of, this is the second person. In memory of Rick. Huh. This is from Dennis and Susan Stetson. In memory of Rick. Thank you very much. We will put that in the box. There we go. And we have from the Hot Lab. I know who this is from. Right. Kathy. Hi, Kathy.
Her official stool is behind you.
I can't find it.
The stool you can't
I know.
lean on in Massachusetts and open meal.
This is the money drink. Okay. This is the dollar bill. 2 chicken bricks and $5 for the fun fund. Okay, 2 chicken bricks got to go in here, and then the money goes in the pot. Very good. And you have that. Okay, here's the bad thing of the day. Pain in the neck. And I just didn't tell you who wrote this, but it was one of the neighbors. You ready? Dear Mrs. White, thank you for your letter dated June 22nd and all the information about your business. You mentioned that excessive barking at night is caused by other wildlife, cats, or possibly people at the boat ramp, which is true. All of those things. The fact remains that the barking and howling of so many dogs, and sometimes the braying of donkeys, begins usually at first light around 4:15. This Sunday morning, 6/26/16, was an example starting at 4:30 a.m. Everyone in my home was awakened. These dogs are on your property, and the noise is disturbing the peace and quiet of our home. Please show some respect for your neighbors and take the necessary steps to put a stop to this nuisance. It is causing loss of sleep, anxiety, and emotional distress in my family and me. Now, what do you think of that?
Why they move here when they live in a farm next door?
I have a sign right up there.
Yeah.
Says that they smell, they make noise, they, do all sorts of things in public that people don't like.
They brought this up at the meeting. You're not a new thing.
No, I'm not. I mean,
We were here before they were.
and furthermore, I have far fewer dogs than I have had.
Mhm.
The other thing that's very interesting in that thing is they're worried about the braying. Have you heard these donkeys bray?
No, not these ones.
It's Mary. That's 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Buddy would once in a while.
Occasionally,
But he's not here.
But
occasionally
yeah.
Maud, but very, very seldom.
Yeah.
She's
when
got a
Bob-
hiccup sort of thing. She doesn't have a full
Yeah.
bray. I mean, when Mary brayed, you could hear her across the lake,
Yeah.
you know. And she did bray a lot because when you didn't give her carrots, she'd stand out there and bray, you know. So that was Mary that he's complaining about, and she's been dead, what, 4 years, hasn't she?
Longer
A
than
long
I did,
time,
probably.
yeah. So they're complaining about that's ridiculous. But at any rate, I got a letter from the lawyer who said, you know, we went past that town meeting thing and passed it with no trouble, but they have 20 days to start another legal battle over it, to whatever it is, whatever. Raise hell. So I have to wait 20 days before I can get the building permit. And if they want to go through the access again or whatever they call it, they can do it then, and they can also go on to some land court or another.
Mhm.
This could go on for the rest of the summer. You know, talk about. And the trouble is, there's 20 of them. If they all kick in $100, their lawyer makes $2,000 for one night's appearance,
Mhm.
and I got to pay $2,000 to my lawyer to go.
Well, you have a much better lawyer.
We have a real lawyer, but that doesn't make any difference.
Still $2,000.
I mean, you know, it's
Just
just,
say, you're getting more for your money.
well,
I
it's going to
thought so
cost
anyway.
it's going to cost at least one dog, one puppy, every time we have to go and do this. It's going to be one person that doesn't get a dog because of this. People next to it want to raise hell. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I hope the rest of them over there come on Sunday and look around and help. But Don's not looking hopeful. Because I think the lawyer's just kind of churning it up so that he's got a cash cow. You know, they'll all kick in $100 each.
Yeah, to them it's junk change.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I'm going to pay the whole, or we have to pay the whole thing. It's very annoying. It's almost worth a bunch of letters, but not quite. Because I honestly don't know where did I put it? I put it in here. I put it here. Because the other part of it, that I forgot to read, is all the people he sent it to. Chief of Police, Ron, somebody, PPA, whatever that is, and the town manager. So there you are.
Because he was citing anxiety and stress in his family that he's gonna get some.
When you go to New York City, who do you write to complain about the noise of the taxis?
And the anxiety for all the people.
Right.
Mhm.
You know? You
That's
just,
why I don't go to New York City.
I mean, if you moved out here in the country and you missed the fact that we're next door, you better speak to your realtor,
Mhm.
right?
I don't think so, yeah.
Yeah. I've been here and I've had many more animals. I had 150 animals one day. We sat here and counted the ones I had, and I had 150 animals on this property. I don't have that many now. I'm way down in count. I'm gonna buy some more donkeys.
Rescue.
That's true. Okay, so what am I doing now? I'm opening the mail.
I guess we're
I'm opening the chocolate.
done with letters and stuff.
Well, that's all I had.
Okay.
One picture of a letter. Whoops, do I have to pay for that one?
Don't tell us outside for now.
Somebody bought it in. That I assume that's it. I did get a. Oh, I hope she's not watching and hoping I read it. I did get an applicant from a very nice woman. She sent me a picture, which is not necessary. The reason you have to send a picture is if you've been here, so that I can remember who it is. So, you know, but you don't have to send a picture with your application. But this is a very nice woman. Looks like she's a nice. What the hell? There was something in. Somebody had to write a letter for her as part of the application. And and I forgot what they said, but it was very, very meaningful. She did not let her disability, I don't know, get in the way of trying to complete an object, you know, a goal or something. You know, and she does some volunteer work, and she has a job, you know, she needs a dog. Get a dog ready. Well, we're getting ready. Okay, warm weather instructions. Vault for chocolate. We're supposed to keep it in this vault? Here, you want the warm weather instructions for that? You can.
Chocolate vault. Chocolate.
Oh my God.
The chocolate has been carefully packed in an insulated carton with a refreezable cold pack to help it survive in good conditions.
Oh,
The chocolate should be kept in an air-conditioned environment or at a constant temperature of about 70 degrees or 72 degrees Fahrenheit.
oh,
Do not refrigerate or freeze this chocolate.
oh.
If you refrigerate the chocolate, it will sweat when you remove it from the refrigerator, and that's cause blemishes on the surface of the chocolate. It can also cause.
Do I just quietly sit here and hug this, or?
Sure, go ahead. The radius will cause you to look at chocolate gets when it is not handled properly in temperature fluctuations.
Here's one of these things.
Take the chocolates to another location, move the chocolate in the insulated box,
Get out of
remove
here.
the gel pack only.
I think these are the chewable kind. You want to eat one, say? No.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
I think they are.
Yeah, usually they melt right down.
It's starchy.
Okay. Okay, so now I have to open these. Get out of here.
You don't want my coffee. What's even real food that week? So you ate something and I want one.
Oh, this is
Next,
bad
you
stuff.
take the chocolate to another location, move the chocolate in an insulated box, remove the gel pack from the box and refreeze it. When you're ready to go, you take the box and gel pack.
That's ridiculous, because they're going to eat it so fast around here.
This is very complicated.
The whole thing is very unnecessary.
Well, yes, here it is.
What's that
But if you
place?
spot it
Look at
somewhere,
this.
to take to someplace that's a
Wow.
very fancy chocolate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes,
She
that's
certainly is.
What was the name of that place in Vermont?
the chocolate.
Chocolatory.
Chocolatoria. Yeah, you wouldn't want to stop.
Well, it's only
Where's the other one? Here's the other one. Oh my.
fruit shoots.
Dear Carlene and crew, these vegetables are the best I've ever had. Serve the lima beans. Save the lima beans for Carlene. Oh, good.
Some fruits and vegetables, huh?
Uh-huh.
So who sent it? Do you know? Is there a name?
Chuck, lean on me, service dogs. I have a feeling they're way out in Wisconsin, way out in Washington. I think he's one that's just starting the game.
Chuck?
Chuck.
Lean on
Well,
me,
there's
so-
bananas and peas, sort of lima beans. This one is lima beans, though, isn't it? It looks like lima beans.
Oh, snap peas, sugar peas.
Maybe I better snap a piece, make sure it's good.
Is that like a chocolate tomato?
Yeah, I guess so. Huh. Okay.
Oh, that was room on the chocolate.
There we go. Well, we'll go through those quickly. This whole thing we should save, though.
The vault itself.
The ball, yeah, because every once in a while I wish we had one.
That's refreezable.
Yeah, this you gotta freeze. Yeah.
You don't want that. It's a packing peanut, you say, boy. You want the instructions in it? So you remember what?
No. Well, whatever. Oh, that's good chocolate, too. Oh, that's good chocolate.
Right next to the lima beans.
Chocolate vault. The chocolate vault's from Michigan.
You read that, did you?
Michigan. I think that lean on me, that's very familiar. I think that's somebody in the state of Washington, or Oregon, or one of those crazy places. You're not serving coffee, are you, out there?
You want coffee?
That'd be great, yeah.
Decaf, half calf, full strength?
Decaf. I have my calf in the morning. That is good chocolate. Oh my, okay. Huh. Well, that's kind of naughty stuff. Okay,
High quality naughty stuff.
naughty stuff.
It's fruits and vegetables.
Right.
Questions?
Question and answer period? Okay, I'll go over here.
If the roadblock will let me through, Mr. Bentley. Mr. Bentley, you let me through.
I'm here. Go. Bentley. What are you doing, Bentley? What are you doing? Why do you gotta have an armpit hug? He's a good boy. Oh, you wag his tail. Wag it hard. Wag the tail harder. Harder, more hard. Wag the tail. Yes. He's a good boy. Okay. You go lie down now. How about it?
Cream and sugar or just sugar?
No white stuff too, something.
Okay, I'll turn that toward you. Do you ever hear from King Richard?
No, I haven't. I heard a long time ago I heard from him, but I haven't heard from him lately.
Hmm.
What's that? Please come in. Oh, face the mic.
Yeah, face the mic. Sounds like someone wants to sue.
I know.
Well, they did kind of give that vibe at the meeting that they're going to pursue other avenues.
Yeah.
But they're not related to the building. They're totally separate.
That's true. That is absolutely true. I never thought of that. You should have been a lawyer.
Well, you know, during that meeting, the chairman made the point numerous times. We're
Yeah.
here for the topic of the building permit, but the residents didn't seem to want to hear.
Well, it's just upsetting, damn it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we're not noisy. The other problem is I get up at 4. That's
Yeah.
one of the problems. Is I get up at 4. It's a farm, you know. Farmers get up early.
True. This is true.
I'm exhausted by 5 o'clock at night.
Uh-huh. Tuppy Cat says, "Oh dear, don't think that neighbor will change their mind from a visit."
Some people
So,
just like to be ugly.
Yeah, you may not expect them for the visit. What is that, Saturday you doing that?
Saturday.
Saturday?
You know, they've been here for how long?
Mhm.
They lived over there for 8 years, maybe. And there've been no complaints until I try and put up a building. And they're not complaining about the building, now they're complaining about the noise.
Right. Jerry Joe, I've been at the farm at that time of the day and I have never heard any noise that early.
Is she deaf?
Tina said, me too. We had,
Yeah, I'm very careful. When
Me3.
people are here, I say, is it noisy? And they say, no. It's not. There's nobody barking now.
Yeah. And when they do bark, we try to control it.
Not
It's
a
not like
40
it,
board.
well, it's not like
Well,
just
because what happens
let
is,
it go.
if we get a wildcat out of the forest,
Yeah.
chasing rats in the barn,
Yeah.
the dogs are going to bark.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing I can do about it.
Yep. Well, that I understand. We have neighbors who have dogs. And they're fairly new neighbors, and the dogs bark late at night after 11 o'clock.
Is it a farm?
No, it's not.
Well, then shut up.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, no, my point
if you
is,
have a-
I
no-
assume it's things in the woods that are setting them off.
Oh, I'm sure it is. There's pretty chipmunks around. Rats. Rats around at night.
Yep, raccoons, bears, we have
kinds
it
of
all.
things. The night
Oh.
was gone.
Earplugs. Slip some in the neighbor's mailbox. Problem solved. Oh boy.
Well, they have nice stereophonic, music.
Uh-huh. I find it hard to believe that lots of dogs are barking / howling at 4 a.m. When we look at the camera, all is calm and quiet.
That's another thing that's true. All these people that watch all night long, we may have to have them say, I watch all night long, and those dogs in that kennel are sound asleep 4 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
We
They
may,
could probably go back to specific dates, because I'm sure people are taking screenshots and, I mean, we
Yeah.
have any date somebody could find a video of them doing nothing.
yeah,
Time and date stamps,
Yep.
yeah.
My question is, do any of the Partridgeberry people own dogs or pets, and don't their dogs bark? They should live here in New York City. They would have a nervous breakdown. That's from Jean Hushpup Mom in New York.
I have no idea whether they have dogs over there or not.
Yeah. Maybe they have a covenant that says no dogs.
Probably.
If the new Puppy Hill camera has sound, record the noises or lack thereof
Yeah.
early morning for future proof.
It will have sound, and we can turn it on.
Interesting. When is that supposed to arrive?
I don't know. There was
Charlie will show up at the door one day, hopefully.
a...
Wouldn't that be a shock?
That'd be fun. He's a nice guy. I like Charlie.
He looks like a guy that I would like to hang around with.
Yeah, he's a hangout type.
Yep.
Hang out and see what exciting happens. He's
Hmm.
not one that, he's got to have a band playing someplace.
Right.
He's just sort of,
Let's go and see what's
what
going
happens.
on. Yeah. Carlene, I have a suggestion. Do you have a connection where you can rent a decibel meter that records over a period of time? You could use that for evidence should you need a rebuttal.
I'm counting on you 1,000 people to write in and say, I've watched them all night long. But all these people from like Hawaii and Australia and then Norway and these places that are at odd hours of the
Mhm.
night, as far as I'm concerned, they can write in and say, I watch it all the time. The dogs are always asleep. It's extremely rare to have any noise.
Let's see. Too bad there wasn't a way to record 24 hours to
Well,
prove
there is.
the noise level throughout each day.
There is. I mean, but I don't know. I shouldn't have to do that. It's
Yeah,
quiet here.
it's another thing
The
you have
animal
to do.
control officer has been here, and it's been not a sound.
Mhm.
So why am I going to have to live up to his expectation? The problem, it's the same problem that if two dogs get in a fight, it's the big dog that was wrong.
When it was probably the small dog that started it.
That certainly is around here. Wanda.
Actually,
But-
she was out. I don't know how
Huh?
she got out.
Oh.
I don't know if Grace let her out to walk around, but
Maybe.
She's out.
I
Whatever.
called her over and told her to get back in and opened the gate, and she went right in for me, so.
Janine puts out a trained dog. Janine had her for a while. Janine trains a dog. But at any rate,
Oliver's very well trained.
but just the very fact that we've got so many big dogs that we are going to be responsible for all the howling that happens all the time. And it's probably just his earphone sound. Whack.
Karen says, look, this neighbor can allege whatever he or she likes. She needs to prove it happened. Police on site, video, audio, etc. Some people are just plain miserable.
Yeah,
I deal with them all day long. Don't we all?
Right. It's a very unhappy household, you can just tell.
It's like people who buy or build near an airport and they complain
Right.
about the airport noise.
Yeah.
She'd write back, if you're up at 4 o'clock, you can come over and help feed.
Yeah.
Not taking food.
There you go. AY in New York. Carlene, when I was there for a few days at the beginning of June, I never heard a donkey bray, and I was really hoping to hear this. The dogs started some barking at 6 a.m., but it was not that bad. I would be delighted to write a letter to that effect.
you can't argue with this guy. Plus the fact it has nothing to do with my building permit. You're right on that one. I'm really pleased with that.
My husband lived with his sister for a short time while we were dating. She lives 200 feet from the local fire station. Never thought to ask them to keep it down when the fire sirens went off day and night. Plus, it caused the dogs to howl. Should we have said it caused mental, physical, and emotional strain on us and the animals? We knew we were right next to the station. No questions were asked. Can we see the fancy chocolates, please?
Oh, yeah.
You have to open them for the-
Sure. Of course, I took a chunk out of one already.
Did you really?
No, they're fruits and vegetables, people. Fruits and vegetables.
There
Oh,
you
look
are.
at that tomato. Wow.
Tomato and grapes and bananas and lima beans.
Very nice. Which one did you eat?
You better close it up again before we get in trouble.
Me, I didn't need any.
What did I do with the cover?
On the top, it's inside. It's,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't spill it off. Lean on me, dogs.
So it says the Lean On Me people are in Washington State.
That's what I thought.
I know I've heard the name.
They do Danes as well.
Well, I think that's the guy that he's got a bunch of dogs up there. He's trying to make them into service dogs, and he's, working on it.
Excuse me. We have confirmation. 2 people said it's in Washington State. Oops.
Those puppies are cute. Only one of them threw up so far, which is always good.
They're like 2-week-old pups already.
Yeah, getting so big.
One of them was almost actually up on all fours walking.
Oh, you're kidding.
No. It's like, because usually they do the belly crawl and push with their back legs.
right.
This one pushed with his back legs, so he was on his front feet, and he took a couple steps and walked over, and
Wow.
holy crap.
Yeah, we have a website for Lean On Me service dogs.
Oh,
How is Bailey doing?
Bailey's good. He's sleeping.
What kind of chocolate?
There's milk chocolate and dark chocolate, both.
There's red chocolate too.
Was it white?
That tomato was red.
That's not white chocolate, though, is it?
I don't know.
It's not red chocolate, I'm sure of that.
Yeah, well, it's probably colored red. I mean, white chocolate is colored
I'll let you
red.
know. Steve will be able to clear out the black chocolate.
It's
dark
so
chocolate.
complicated. Yeah. Blue penguin. Oh boy. In reference to the abutters,
Yeah.
B-U-T-T, noise levels, there's a device handheld that you could use about the area to measure noise and keep a log diary of the sounds. When I was at Walmart, the store was going super center and the neighbors were bonkers. In short, 1 week, that was all I did to prove them fibbers. Might be worth thinking about.
Good, you come do it, because, I don't need it. I don't need to do that. I just, if they would try to drive me nuts, I'm already nuts. What the hell?
Now, someone says, Audrey, now that you had the hearing and were designated as a farm, which you were before those houses were built, any other actions they bring against you or the farm should be considered frivolous. You then should have an action to recover your legal expenses. Run this by your attorney. My husband is a retired New York
Oh.
State Court officer.
Oh,
We love your crazy anchors and staff.
If they keep it up, it can be considered harassment.
yeah?
This is true. Someone says that's a great point. About the neighbors, does Tanner sell stuff for band or Bella George sell Girl Scout cookies? Take their service dog and go and so record it, just saying.
Why?
I don't know.
Enough to do.
Yeah. Amy Horses says, coffee. I'm empty. Do the neighbors have dogs? We don't know.
I don't know.
Someone
I do
says,
notice that when they moved in here, we began to have cats in the arena.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling they have cats, and some of them put the cats out at night.
Mhm.
This was a problem I've had before. I ignore it.
Someone said, Avis from Ohio says it was probably Santa.
Who?
It was probably Santa
Santa.
to get the dogs all riled up. I guess I don't know.
Probably comes
Okay.
at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Patsy Parker says they need to get over it. Jody says, and if I remember correctly, during the hearing, it was mentioned that is not a noise, that there's not a noise ordinance for your area.
Right.
Someone
They
says,
should have been here when I had peacocks.
yeah, that
You talk about noise.
being said, the association is probably working to change that.
Well, I don't think they can.
I
I'm
said before
grandfathered in.
Mm-hmm. They can set up a noise ordinance for anything else that comes now.
That's true. Like I can complain about them.
Yeah.
But, when they have a barbecue over there, someone's out there, barbecuing chicken, the smell is lovely.
Yeah.
But it's very annoying because we
Yeah.
don't have any.
Darn
Never invite them over.
it. Oh boy. Was your letter to the neighbors RSVP or an open invitation?
No, it's RSVP by the 30th. Is today the 30th yet?
No.
Tomorrow. If RSVP, have there been any replies?
No.
Their attorney probably advised them against going.
Right. They may be watching this.
I'm sure someone probably
Yeah,
is.
they could be. I mean,
Welcome.
Come on
get
over.
over here. It's pretty quiet now.
Important from Blue Penguin. Be watchful and aware if any of the abutters actually arrive, may provoke something, and record it, be it animals or you, other volunteers to use against you in something future.
Well, they see everything we do already on the cameras.
So,
When
yeah,
those neighbors come over here, they're going to be on camera.
and the CPs will be watching.
Everybody around the world will
Mhm.
watch every single thing they do.
Get the video from Explore and supply them to your lawyer. Your dogs sleep at night. MD Karen says, I'm up until at least 3:30 a.m. We'll do a deposition. The cams run 24/7. We should have footage to confirm or refute their claim. Lee Morris. Hi, Lee. I was in the smoking hut after 10 most nights and none of the farm dogs bark, but you can hear dogs barking in the area. Are you getting blamed for any dog barking? Probably.
Watching me run, our lawn dogs are big, so
Mhm.
We're the guilty
operation
ones.
is big.
Where, yeah.
High profile.
If you set the Puppy Hill camera up to record sound, it only has to be in non-daylight hours.
Well, the Puppy Hill camera's fried.
Well, they're talking about the new one. I
Yeah.
think. Do miss that camera.
I know.
So it says, I hear the coffee pot. Hope the neighbors can't.
If they're watching, they can.
Have any of the Partridgeberry neighbors visited, volunteered, or watched the camp since it was built?
I don't think so. I don't know about it.
You do have some neighbors here, though, that come in,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
We have a neighbor that wrote us a very nice letter saying it was the quietest, they had no trouble.
Mhm. Just popped on. May I ask, are the neighbors complaining about something else now?
also when I slept after
No,
doing the
just
night shift.
dogs barking, that sort of thing.
They didn't stop barking until they heard the gates beeping to be open and they knew food was coming, so.
Yeah.
That's when they started getting riled up.
You know, we're not gonna get all upset about it, though.
No, but that, I mean, and that's normal. You can't tell me that anybody's dog doesn't realize when breakfast is and get all excited and want it early. You're awake, I know you're awake, feed me.
Karen Myers says, I am awake at 3 a.m. Monday to Friday. I can attest the dogs are sleeping. There is a decibel meter app on iTunes.
Oh, great.
What isn't on iTunes? My brother did that after repeated complaints. He had cameras and sound and played it for the police. No barking. The
Well,
barking got heard.
I do have neighbors who will, there's no barking here. It's very,
Yeah.
very seldom.
They went on to say their neighbors got slammed with harassment.
Yeah.
What happens if one of their families need a dog?
I know.
You can apply somewhere else.
We haven't had any RSVPs yet.
Made it. Wow.
Is that the neighbor who mentioned a next door neighbor having a dog that barked all the time, and they said everyone knows who that was? Also said that dog is gone now. Did not say it was yours. Don't know.
I don't understand that one.
Well, there was a neighbor, one of the people at the hearing, who mentioned that somebody had a dog that barked all the time, but then they said that dog is no longer in the neighborhood.
Oh. I couldn't hear it. You know, with my limited hearing, I couldn't tell what they were saying.
Right.
I did go back and watch it, but
Our neighbor behind us wakes me up lots of mornings leaving for work at 5:15 as his truck is very loud. Can I demand he quit work? Buy another truck? Some things you have to deal with. I wish my life was so uncomplicated that the neighbor's dog's barking was a priority concern for me. This is a good point. The problem with noise is that it is a purely subjective observation. What is loud noise to one person may not be bothersome to others. That is why a quantitative measurement can be helpful. If the neighbors do get the noise control folks involved, I imagine that is what they will do. Oops. I don't like this new mouse, it goes the wrong way.
I don't know what we're having for supper. Does anybody?
Yeah.
Does anybody have any idea what's out there for supper? What do we have? We must have had some leftovers last. What's out there? Somebody better look.
So it says salad with chocolate. Yum. How are the puppies doing?
Puppies are doing fine.
Puppies are good. Puppies are quiet.
Puppies are quiet.
Chocolate tomato for your burger. The Stedman kids will like that idea.
You finding anything out there?
Greek pasta?
There's what?
Greek pasta. Is it supposed to be warm or cold?
Greek pasta? I don't know. Let's see what it looks like.
Mhm. There was a great video of Hunter and Wendy running in the woods. It made me think, what would that boy's life be like without Wendy?
Oh yeah, going up that stairs. My
Yep.
God.
Brings tears to my eyes. Freedom is what these angels provide.
Those are good. Yeah, those have to be heated up.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
You had a good time in Washington, I see.
Is that all that's in there? There's some meat anywhere?
Yeah.
Throw that in too.
Are there any laws about frivolous lawsuits there? It is so wrong that they are wasting SDP's money with the legal action about the infirmary, and it would be
I
a
like
shame
that.
if they tried a lawsuit.
I like the person who seemed to know what they were talking about getting my expenses back.
Yep. if they had to assume your legal costs, hopefully that would slow them down.
I turned the oven on.
Huh?
I turned the oven on.
Okay, did you find meat?
No,
There was ground turkey, I thought, but it may have gotten eaten. I don't know.
So someone says we can all sue them for mental anguish for what they're doing. It's driving me crazy. Why people want to live being miserable is beyond me. Haley, someone says you're terrific.
We had ground turkey last night.
I don't see it.
Really?
Maybe a dog ate it?
No, anything could happen.
Yeah. Someone says they can only discuss the building and the permit. A new filing would be needed to be submitted for the noise.
Well, they're just registering a complaint with the police department.
Yeah. Thank you for giving us close-ups of the pop-ups. Much appreciated.
Ugh.
Lila May says, do we have any cicadas? No, we don't really get the cicadas here.
I'm going to go out here and see if I can find any food for you.
And I've been down south on years when the cicadas have been out, and I know what that's like.
Hey, well, that was yesterday.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, that's yesterday. That's turkey. Put that on top of that stuff. We found-
LOL, that is so true. Nothing like yummy barbecue smells being so annoying when you aren't getting any.
We found a meatloaf.
Ah. So it says, oh yeah, my sister has peacocks. They will raise the roof.
Oh, they were loud. Help! Help!
Yeah.
Exactly what they sounded like. I registered them with the police when I got them because I was afraid somebody'd be calling them saying, there's some woman stuck in a tree.
Yeah.
But it would really be just the peacock.
I believe in some countries they actually use them as watchdogs.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Oh, they're terrific. This one used to live on the back porch here.
Yep.
I had one lived right outside that window.
Haha. You think the guinea hens are noisy.
Oh, boy.
Karen says, no doubt in my mind they're watching. The neighbors.
Could be. They got guinea hens. Well, the guinea hens came out of the forest. I don't know where they came from.
Yeah.
And they get over into that area once in a while. I mean, what the hell? I don't have any control over the guinea hens.
Our over-the-fence neighbors have an annual block party with loud live music. They always send us a warning, plus an invitation to come join in.
Well, everybody want to come for a dog fest? That'd be fine.
Their association can build one of those sound walls like they put along highways.
They cut all the trees down between us.
This is true.
So
Yep, that used to be all woods.
that used to be all woods.
Let's hope the new camera gets there tomorrow. Give each one a poo picker on Saturday.
Oh,
I'm sure they'd love that.
There is somebody barking out here, isn't
Yep, I do hear someone over here. As to the important labeled comment below, the possible recording, they would slice and dice and edit it to try and suit their purpose. Basically just saying, be careful, be aware, hugs from Blue Penguin.
Yeah.
They can't be all bad or all that bad.
I can't believe it.
There must be some residents of said community that have hearts. I am often amazed at how quiet it is at SDP. They're just looking for something to complain about.
Sure they are, but you take, if that lawyer's just trying to churn him up.
Yeah.
So that he has another case to take to court. Whoopee.
I wasn't
You know?
impressed with the president of the Homeowners Association either.
The round.
Carlene, you have nothing to worry about. They can spend all their money on their attorneys and they will lose. Besides chocolate vegetables, what's for dinner?
Well, we just found some leftover Well, that's right. This is Wednesday, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
This is Sunday. That should be all right, though, right? Are you there? That pasta, that was Sunday. That should be all right, no? Yeah. It could be just meatloaf and lima beans. That would be all right, too. If that meatloaf was there was other stuff.
There's my container on the right-hand side of the fridge.
I thought Bentley was throwing me kisses. We're trying to find out what's for dinner.
So that's chicken food.
I like the comment, as long as dogs are happy and well, that's what counts it. That's what counts. Love SDP. This is true. Our dogs are happy.
Still on?
Still on. Stop swearing.
Oh, darn.
Someone says, I truly do not think there is any real noise. It has always been about the new driveway, and since they cannot do anything about it, they just want to annoy you by making up other stuff. The head guy of the association, I personally believe, is the worst troublemaker. Again, it has nothing to do with the new building or other stupid stuff. My opinion only. That's right. Any opinion shared on this microphone are VCP's, not...
No. So what is this chocolate vegetable thing? I want some grapes. That's so cute.
Want to share the grapes?
Just save it for dessert. Smells good too.
The tomato looks cute. Guessing that's white chocolate.
I would think so. Lot easier to turn white chocolate red than dark chocolate red. Just my thinking. So where'd our host go?
Oh no, I don't know if he's looking for grapes or what.
Okay. Great Danes are not incessant barkers. One or two barks usually handles it. This is true. However, they can get each other going a bit, so you have to watch that.
Yeah, and usually somebody's right on top of it.
Right.
Find out what they're barking at, make sure there's not a problem. They can stop.
Sorry to change the subject, but might it be possible to hear the puppy squeak sometime?
They're not squeaking.
I don't think the sound is on that camera right now, but I'm sure we can consider turning it on at some point. We used to do that right after mail call with other letters.
What's he got, Benny?
Of course, no squeaks.
Behave. Behave. Ben. Bentley. Good boy.
I tried.
We would also love to see each puppy up close. I hope Mom feels better soon. She looks so out of it. She's getting better, but moms do a lot of laying there when they're nursing, so that's what they do. She has been up and around.
She walks all over.
She walked. She's been eating. That was so funny the other night when Pam brought that water dish in. She flipped it right up. Oh, I laughed. Felt bad for her, but I laughed. So are we done with mail call?
Yeah,
Okay.
trying to find something to eat.
Okay, everyone, have a good night. Sorry if we didn't get to your question, but thank you very much.
Mic's on. Let's see, what's today? Wednesday. Welcome to Wednesday. Noelle's decided to be a mom today, so
Yes, do it much better.
that was good. Yeah. You definitely took her a little while to come out of that fog, but she's definitely seems more into doing mom stuff, which is good. She's a happy girl. She got out yesterday. I brought her down to the barn and she got to see Walter. They were happy to see each other. They ran around together. No, she didn't run. She trotted. And they wagged their tails and they did the pee game on a bunch of different things. He'd pee on it, then she'd pee on it, and then he'd go over and pee on it again. So they had a good time. Hi, Tina. Is it hot and humid out in California like it is here?
What did you do there?
What?
You clicked on something.
I click on this.
What's
Yeah.
that?
I get the newest comments to refresh fastest.
Oh.
You just, yeah.
Okay.
Great to see Noelle attentive to her puppies. Yes, very nice. I told her it's only a matter of time till she gets to go back home. Does Noelle tear up her bedding at home? No. She
Really,
does.
she ate- They took it out.
Yeah, they took the foam out, yeah.
You can't eat the whole thing.
I don't think she did. They threw it in
Fish.
the dumpster. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. And then a bunch of stuff got put on top of it.
So
So
then I went to sit down on the floor in there, and I had to get up because it was uncomfortable.
it's very hard, yeah. We'll see. I could spoil her. I have extra mattresses at my house. We'll see. I don't know. I don't want to drag a mattress in here. I don't know if I'll get yelled at. Did I have a nice day today? Yes, my day was really good. All the dogs did really, really well today. Nobody had, the only issue I had was the self-checkout at Stop and Shop talks to you, and the speaker is kind of right down where the dog's face is, and so that kind of freaked out Dwyer today. He didn't enjoy that 100%, but he stood there and he took it, but I knew that he was very uncomfortable with the whole thing. The speaker's like yelling in his face, so will this be Noelle's last litter? Yes, it will. Noelle got spayed during the whole surgery episode on Sunday, so yes, no more litters for Noelle. Her grandbabies will all take over the breeding now. So Gretchen's doing really well. I have her out. We get her out every day. She's responding really well. Her only hang up is recall, so we're working on that. I've moved some cheese sticks down to the fridge down there, so people have access to those, and she likes cheese, so we're working on recall. Her, when you say Gretchen come, she thinks it means, oh my gosh, run the other way in fear. So
We have had that more than once.
Yeah.
And it's something that, unfortunately, she probably learned here in this house.
you never know. Yeah.
So we may have to change her name.
Yeah, it was like, hey dog, Griffin.
Yep. Hey, dog is that way? And there was another one. Katie, come. Bang, 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 bang. You know,
Yeah.
We took her as a rescue dog because
Yeah.
she was kind of being abused, I thought. So anyway, I took her, and I tried to give her back to the breeder, and the breeder wouldn't take her. And I tried to get her call, and she had this terrible, Katie, come, she'd run.
Yeah.
So I changed it to Rose, and she was fine.
Yeah.
So she was secondhand Rose.
Yeah.
And she was the mother of Moose,
Oh.
who was the mother and
Of a
grandmother
lot,
of a lot
yeah.
of really great dogs.
Yeah. No, Gretchen's doing well.
Change the name.
Colleen O'Connell takes her quite a bit now that she's back in farm rotation, which is great for Gretchen. Colleen runs a tight ship, and Gretchen is falling in line. So it's working really well. She's a happy dog. She's sweet. It's just her, I have to run is not a good quality. So we're working on it, but she's so very much improved from it. It was really bad at the beginning. Let's see. I'm making a collage of Noelle, the pups, Walter, and some of the other SDP dogs. Oh, that's really nice. That's really nice of you. How do you come up with outings to keep all the dogs busy? Do you just buy a few items? Oh my gosh. I spend way too much money out in stores. I've started to leave my credit cards in my car at the farm because it was getting that bad. I'd go, you don't think it's a big, you'd go into like Home Goods and see a cute little sign that says, love me, love my dog, and it's $5. You're like, oh, it's just $5. And you go somewhere else and you see a phone case, oh, that's just $5. And then by the end of the day, it's like $50 gone. So, I basically go to the same stores all the time. Grocery stores are usually my morning runs. I always come up in the house and ask if they need anything. I'll get a few groceries that Donna needs to make Carlene's food for
I'd like to
dinner.
have some sugar, some sour balls or
Sour balls. Okay. Yeah.
sour ones. Just
I'm
very
working
big
on-
round lifesavers. But
Okay.
not lifesavers, because I'll go through the whole package quick. But
Okay.
great big things that take a long time to eat.
Okay. I'll work on that. So I go to a lot, like I said, it's basically my same routine every day, but I have a different set of dogs. So it's not the same store with the same dog every day because that would just get boring for that dog. So we stimulate them in different types of settings, whether it's traffic in Georgetown or screaming children at the mall or CVS or just there's a beauty supply store on 114 that when you open it there's this loud bell that chimes, so that scares all the dogs. So I go in there a lot because when you're in the store and anyone else opens, it's like dung, and the dogs all so it works out well. have dogs ever been around fireworks? I don't really have a place to train them for fireworks here. I don't know. We don't really, it's not like we set off a bunch of fireworks and say, downstay everyone. So it's kind of tough. I mean, we train the dogs with loud, unexpected sounds.
You know what
I
we
guess
haven't
that's
done
kind of
with
like
this bunch?
balloon
In a long time,
popping.
with balloons.
Yeah.
We used to have balloon day.
Yeah. And I used to also, what worked for startling sounds was they used to ring that bell in Georgetown at noon every day, and they don't do that anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. I told the fire
Balloon day we
chief
can
I was very
certainly
upset
have.
about
You
that.
go to the balloon store, get just this size,
Yep, and pop them all. Yeah.
blow them up, let them chase them around.
Yep.
When they jump on them, they bang.
Yep. Yep. So we, like I said, we train them to, like I go to the storage, there's a storage unit a lot, and you walk along and you're doing the one step and it's all the metal doors, and I'll like, as I'm walking, the dog's like focusing, then I'll bang on the door and they go, oh, but then a lot of them just, the more you do it, the more they just, oh, okay, it's another loud sound. So, is Gretchen spayed? Not yet. I don't think she got spayed when she got her tummy tacked. No. So, no, not yet, but you never know around here. So we were taking a break with the neuters. We only have like 2 or 3 females left to spay. I think, I don't know. I'll have to look at a piece of paper. Don't hold me to that. And it's a lot of neuters. We have a lot of little balls floating around out there, which need to come off. So that's causing some issues, just dominance issues between some of the male dogs. But we took a break on that only because of the puppies, and it just kind of got a little too much. So Carly needs to give you a shopping budget too. No. I leave my credit cards at home. It's working, leaving my credit cards at the farm. So, and then what I'll tell myself is if I think about it all day, maybe I'll go back after 5 and buy it. And I never do. So it's working. Well, does the farm need any supplies that camera people can send? Goat's milk, baby food, washcloths, moving blankets, fluffies.
We certainly have goat's milk.
One thing that I've noticed has disappeared, don't send these unless you ask Carlene, is moving blankets. A lot of them have just
Really? Like that?
disappeared.
Really?
Yeah. And I love those for the car because they don't slide around, but I don't want to do it.
People should ask me before they take anything off the farm.
I think that's a great idea.
I think you should pass that word around.
Okay. Everything.
Everything.
Cardboard pickers.
That's right.
Okay. That's fine. No, I think that's a great, including dogs on overnight.
Dogs on overnight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Comforters, etc. We'll get back to you on that. We'll think more about. Hello, Noelle. Who's pretty? Oh, did you come to say hi to all your fans? You're a good mom. Oh, that's awesome. Did you see the drawing that Amber drew? That's awesome. No, I didn't see that. That's great. Do the dogs get scared in thunderstorms? I think sometimes they get nervous with thunderstorms, but I mean, a lot of the times, I've been here during the day when a huge storm will rip through and it's quiet here. So, but then I'll be at my house and my own dog will run and hide. So, always say to yourself when buying something, do I really need this right now? Thank you. I will use that. Do I really, Lou said to say, do I really need this right now? I'll do that. All right, Carlene. It's 5:01. I'm interested to see what you got in that. Do you think it's a dog made out of chocolate?
I don't know.
We'll see. We got a package from the chocolate vault.
Yeah, that could be fun. That could be fun. Gee, there's something funny up here on the keyboard.